Gypsy Rose Blanchard grew up being told by her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, that she had numerous health issues. Dee Dee benefited financially from Gypsy's disabilities. Dee Dee got a home from Habitat for Humanity, and neighbors also helped them. When Gypsy got older, she wanted to date, and in October 2012, Gypsy met Nicholas Godejohn on a Christian singles website. As the years passed, they talked about getting married and even named their future kids. Gypsy paid for Godejohn to come to Springfield in March 2015. They met at a movie theater, and even though it was their first time seeing each other in person, they snuck off to the bathroom for a sexual encounter. That night at the theater, Godejohn also met Dee Dee for the first time, but she didn't like him. Godejohn returned home afterward, and at some point, he and Gypsy started talking about having a baby or killing Dee Dee so they could be together. Eventually, they settled on the murder plot, and Godejohn returned to Springfield on June 10, 2015. After Dee Dee went to sleep, Gypsy let him into the home and gave him a knife, gloves, and other items. Godejohn stabbed Dee Dee 17 times, killing her. He and Gypsy were intimate, stole some money from a safe, and then fled the scene in a cab. Gypsy tweeted, "The is dead," on June 14th. People who saw the post were alarmed and called for a welfare check on Dee Dee and Gypsy. Dee Dee was found dead, and for a short time, people thought Gypsy was in danger. However, she and Godejohn were arrested on June 16th at Godejohn's home in Big Bend, Wisconsin. During interrogation, Godejohn confessed to the murder. Gypsy pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 10 years. Godejohn took the case to trial, hoping for a second-degree murder conviction, which would have meant a 10-to-life sentence. Gypsy was the first person Godejohn's lawyers called to the stand. She testified about experiencing physical and verbal abuse at the hands of her mother and detailed how she was led to believe she was sick. She admitted that the murder plan was her idea and said she talked him into it. During closing arguments, Godejohn's attorney described him as a low-functioning person with autism. The jury wasn't convinced that Godejohn was manipulated. He was convicted of first-degree murder and armed criminal action in November 2018. He was later sentenced to life without parole, plus 25 years. Gypsy served 8 years and was released from prison in 2023. Since then, she has amassed millions of social media followers, published a book, and starred in a reality show. While Godejohn has referred to Gypsy as his soulmate and says his time dating her was the best time of his life, she doesn't feel the same way. In her book, she accused him of violating her, saying the encounter she had with Godejohn after he killed her mother was not consensual.